Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm excited to bring you a very interesting topic, and that is the vertex within the birth chart. Okay, the vertex is a very mysterious point, and a lot of people don't know what the vertex withholds and what it offers. And so I'm really glad to be offering you this information today as to unveil the secrets of the vertex and the mysteries of the vertex. Now, this may be a part 2 video. I haven't quite decided yet, but do know that this video will give you enough information that you will need to really dive deep into what the vertex means. Okay, so the vertex in the birth chart is it's a trigger point. You know, it is a point within everyone's birth chart where, depending on certain transits, will activate a certain moment of fate in your life. Okay, now depending on where your vertex is within your birth chart will depend on what type of environment or circumstance that those fated events will occur within. And so that's why I want you to go ahead and pull up your birth chart. Go ahead and follow these directions here. I'm going to paste them in the video right here. Once you go ahead and find out where your vertex is, go ahead and tap the corresponding timestamps within this video, and then that way I can go ahead and tell you where some of these fated points are going to occur, what these fated events are going to be centered around in your life when the vertex is activated. Okay, so without further ado, once you have that information, let's go. If you have your vertex in Aries or the first house, this is very charged energy. And depending on the certain transit that hits your vertex, you know, depending on if Jupiter is transiting over your vertex or Venus is transiting over your vertex or any of other, you know, combination of planets are transiting over your vertex, this is going to activate some type of initiative within you. You know, this is going to activate some type of leadership within you. This is going to activate a moment in time where you begin to stand up for yourself, where you go after the things that you want in life, where you put yourself first. You know, this is going to be that time where probably this is where an argument may occur, or where there's a competition that needs to be won at or battled within. You know, this is what this would show when you have your vertex within the first house or within Aries energy. This is the energy of putting yourself out there, putting yourself forward, taking the lead, taking charge in your life. You know, this gives me the energy of someone that may have been sitting around hoping, wishing, waiting, and then once that transit or a certain particular planet hits that vertex, the person gets this fire and this gumption to really go out and get what's theirs, to stand up for themselves, to fight for what they want, to put themselves out there, you know, say, hey world, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I want. So let me know if this resonates with you. And also, again, like I said in the beginning of the video, this may have to be more than a part. This may be a two-parter video, meaning that, you know, let me know if you guys are interested, because depending on the type of transit that hits your trigger point, your vertex in your first house or in Aries, will also alter the effect that is happening within your initiative or within this moment where you have to stand up for yourself or go after the things that you want. You know, depending on if Jupiter transits that vertex, or Venus transits that vertex, or any of the other planets, you know, transits over that vertex, will alter somewhat of the effect that this, you know, situation, this fated event will occur within your life. Okay, and let me know if you're interested in that video. I would love to do that video for you guys. That way we can dive a little deeper into the added effects that happen. But do know that, again, when the vertex is activated within your chart, this is what will happen. A burst of energy will happen. You may find yourself, you know, at war or at odds with someone, where it is sparking some courage within you to stand up for yourself. You may have to fight, you may have to go after the things that you want. It's a really independent moment that happens, you know, a moment where you're like, this is me, I'm ready for war, like, let's go, I'm ready for action, basically. Okay, so again, let me know what your vertex is in the birth chart below, and I will let you know, depending on what your unique vertex is sitting in and what the sign is in, I will let you know what you could be experiencing at the fated moment in time when a transit hits your vertex, what you could be experiencing, okay? I will see you on the next video, all right? Bye. If you have your vertex in Taurus or in the second house, this is going to show that for you, at a moment in time where the planets are transiting over your trigger point or your vertex, this is going to be a moment that sparks an event around your money, around your stability. Now, this could be for bad or this could be good, depending on the type of transit that hits the vertex. But do know that this is going to be a moment in time that triggers a lot around to do with your money, with your morals, with your values, with your inherent self-confidence. It could also be things about, your wealth and your money, your assets, things of that nature can come up, all right? So let me know if this resonates with you. And also let me know if you are interested, because like I said before in the beginning of the video, this may have to be a two-part video where we dive even deeper, because depending on the type of transit, the type of planet that hits your vertex will alter the effect a little bit. It'll make it for good or it'll make it for bad, right? Depending on if Jupiter is transiting that vertex, or if Venus is transiting that vertex, or any of the other planets are transiting your vertex, will alter what happens in that fated event. But do know, a fated event over the course of your life will continue to happen around your money, around your stability in life, for good or for bad, all right? So let me know if this resonates with you. Also, let me know if you would like that type of video, or maybe this is a part 2 type of video where I let you know, when Jupiter transits over your vertex, what would happen when Venus, when the moon, so on and so forth. Let me know if you would be interested in something like that. I would be happy to do that for you guys. But again, fated events around money and stability, a lot of it is going to come up over the course of your life, because we're going to have many transits over the course of our lives. So you could find that a lot of fated events happen within your money. A lot of lucky moments, a lot of, either upsetting moments happen around your money or your stability that challenges you in this area, around your morals and values, around your self-confidence, things of that nature. So let me know what your particular vertex is in, the sign and the house that it is in my comments below, and I will let you know what fated events you specifically will be experiencing over the course of your life, all right? But yeah, you have a great day. Bye. Let's say you have your vertex in the 3rd house or in Gemini. This is a trigger point around the field of communication, around your thought process, around your expression in life, and sometimes around your short distance travels and your vehicles. Things of that nature can come up. So you may have fated events over the course of your life that have to do with you expressing yourself, you putting out your writing, you starting that podcast, you finding a moment where you have to speak up, you having a moment where you have to, give that grand speech or be someone that communicates in order to get through a problem in your life or to find yourself in a better situation. This is what this is going to express when a certain planet hits this trigger point, this vertex in your 3rd house or in Gemini, okay? A lot of fated events can come through your voice, through your articulation, through your speech, through your ideas even as well. This is also some maybe fated events around social media or things on the internet, right? Maybe you go viral a couple times within the course of your life, depending on the type of transit. Now, this can go for bad or this can go for good, depending on the type of transits that do hit this vertex, all right? We know what arena this vertex and these fated moments will occur within your life, right around communication, but this may alter and change depending on the planets that hit that vertex, the transits that hit that vertex, depending on if moon transits or if Jupiter transits or if Venus transits this Gemini or 3rd house, it will alter the effect of it, right? So let me know if you would be interested in that type of video. I may have to do a part 2 to this video where we dive a little bit deeper and we go ahead and start to dive into the certain planets that transits this vertex, right? Let me know if you would be interested in that. I would be happy to do that for you. But more so than not, I do know over the course of your life, you're going to be always being met with some type of theme around the communication, something around short distance travel, something around your vehicles, you being someone that expresses yourself and socializes a little bit and offers your ideas or your written works or your writing. Things of that nature is going to come to play within your life, okay? A lot of fated events for you are going to come into play through that area of your life. So when in doubt, speak up. When in doubt, use your words. When in doubt, communicate, because you never know when that fated event or when something in your sky is triggering that, and through your words you may may find that something opens up, all right? So let me know your particularly unique setup within your vertex. What is your vertex in? What house? What sign is it in for you? And in the comments, I will let you know exactly what fated events can occur for you. All right. You have a blessed day. I'm wishing you all the best in all the communication and expression out there that you can glean and do. And I will see you on the next video. All right. Bye. Let's say you have your vertex in the 4th house or in Cancer. This is going to be very emotional energy. There's going to be a lot of fated events around home and your family and your mother. You know, there could be a lot of fated events that occur within your domestic life or within your private life away from your career. A lot of fated events around your inner emotional world and things of that nature. All right. So this is very emotional energy. This is very domestic type of energy. This is energy around maybe you having to take care of yourself or take care of others. Now this alters and changes depending on the type of transit that hits this vertex. Remember, the vertex lies dormant until a transit hits it, you know, and depending on the flavor of the planet that hits the vertex will alter the effect in this area of life, in the area of home, in the area of your private life, in the area of your private emotions and your mother and your respective family and what's going on in your home. So let me know if you would be interested in another video, maybe a counterpart to this video where we go into what the effect of that happens when different planets hit that fated trigger point within your birth chart in the 4th house or in Cancer. Okay, because again, this is all energy around your home, you know, where you live, where you lay your head at night, your emotional energy, your self-care energy, what you do away from career. I do know that there will be a lot of fated events that happen through this area of your life. You may have a lot of fated events with the mom, a lot of fated events with the home, a lot of fated events within you taking care of others or you being taken care of. Right? So this is what this would show within this vertex within 4th house or in Cancer. Let me know what your specific Cancer vertex is in or what your specific vertex has around it. You know, are there any other planets around your vertex? Let me know in the comments below because that will also alter the effect of what can happen over the course of your life. All right, so I'm wishing you all the healing energy. I'm wishing you all the emotional energy. I'm wishing you all the positive home life energy, right? Because you never know when the transits may hit this, right? So I'm wishing you all the best and many blessings. All right, you have a great day. Bye. Let's say you have your vertex or your trigger point within the 5th house or within Leo. This is going to show that there are fated events around you expressing your talents in this life. You know, when you finally pop out on stage with your talents and your gifts and your creative abilities or your glamorous main character energy, you may find that fated events occur. Now, please remember that that the vertex lies dormant until a transit hits that vertex or until the universe gets ready to activate that vertex. You may find that it just lies dormant, you know. So depending on the type of planet that transits that vertex, you know, depending on if the moon transits over your vertex or Jupiter transits over your vertex or Pluto, so on and so forth, transits over your vertex will alter the effect of that fated event within the area of your talent, within you expressing yourself, within your romantic endeavors, things of that nature, right? This is something that can be seen here with this placement. You know, the vertex in 5th house or in Leo expresses a time in your life where maybe you find love, right? Maybe you find that you are really meant to show yourself or you get recognized for something, right? Or it could be something as even simple as a birthday at times. It will, again, alter and change over the course of your life. But I do know that due to the transits, and there's always transits happening in our sky, that there are very many moments and fated events that happen around your personal expression, your leadership skills, your talents, your gifts, things of that nature is what is being expressed here and where, you know, what fated events over the course of your life will show and where they're coming through in your life. Okay, so let me know if you would like a part 2 to this video where I do let you know what happens when the different planets hover over and trigger your vertex, because that would be something that would be very, very insightful for you, right? To know what happens when different planets hit your respective vertex, right? Maybe there's an upcoming transit in your sky and it's about to hit your vertex and you're like, I want to know what happens. Let me know. I would love to do that for you guys, you know. But while we're here, let me know what your vertex in Leo or in the 5th house is. Like, let me know if there's anything else going on around it, like if there are some different planets around it, or what your just unique vertex position is in your birth chart, and I will let you know what you can be experiencing, what fated events you could be experiencing over the course of your life. But from what I have right now in front of me with 5th house with 5th house Leo vertex, you will be dealing with many times over the course of your life of you exuding your Leo qualities, your main character energy, showing the world what you got. If you have a vertex in Leo, know that a lot of good things and a lot of fated events can come from you just having fun, from you just getting out there, from you showing yourself. When you have that vertex in the 5th house, know that you do not get to be shy, all right? You are supposed to be someone that's the loudest in the room, all right? So you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video, all right? Bye. Let's say you have your vertex or your fated trigger point within the 6th house or within Virgo. Okay, this is gonna be fated events around your health, around your productivity, around the work that you do in this life, you know? And this is gonna show that for you, depending on the type of transit that activates your vertex, because remember, the vertex lies dormant until a transit activates it. Okay, and so for you, this is going to be fated events around your health, you know, keeping up your health, maybe you finding new routines in life to keep up your health, maybe sudden declines in health can happen with the Virgo vertex, things of that nature. Maybe fated events happen around work or the work that you do or the clients that you serve within your career. This is something that can be happening within the vertex. And again, this is like kind of a layered video. So because what truly happens is that the vertex in our charts lies dormant, right? Until a specific planet hits that vertex. And depending on the type of planet, depending on if it's Jupiter, if it's a moon, if it's Venus, it will alter the type of fated event that happens, right? So let me know if you would be interested in a video like that, maybe a part 2 to this video, and I would love to do that video for you. But I do know with what I've been given, right, with vertex in 6th house or vertex in Virgo, there's a lot of fated events around your servitude energy, around your helpful nature, around your productivity, sometimes around you really keying into the details of things, all right? Remember, like, the devil's in the details when it comes to the Virgo, and you really being someone that is very detail oriented or very productive, you being someone that keeps up your health or takes care of your health, or is that, you know, exemplary model employee within your work, is where your fated events will occur in this life, okay? So let me know your particular vertex in your birth chart, what the situation is around your vertex. You know, maybe let me know what degree your vertex is in, maybe let me know what planets are around your vertex, and I will let you know in the comments below what fated events will occur within your life, okay, as far as it goes with the vertex in Virgo or the 6th house, okay? So I'm wishing you all the productivity energy. I'm wishing you all the health energy. I'm wishing you energy in you keeping up a good diet, keeping up a good fitness routine, you taking care of your health, and you being someone that is a great and outstanding employee in life, okay? Because that is where your fated and miraculous event may occur, all right? You have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video, all right? Bye. Let's say you have your vertex in the 7th house or in Libra. This is going to show that there are a lot of fated events around other people, around your relationships. You know, maybe someone comes in your life at certain moments in your life that give a fated event. You know, this gives me like marriage could be a miraculous and fated event within your life, or someone comes along and maybe helps you or get you through the door through the people that you know, right? That can show a fated event around Libra or 7th house energy. Maybe you go through a lawsuit of some kind, and that particular lawsuit, you know, changes your life, right? This is that energy when you have your vertex in 7th house or in Libra. Now, again, when it comes to this trigger point, this fated trigger point, this vertex in your birth chart, know that this vertex kind of lies dormant until a particular planet transits over it, okay? Until a particular transit or until a particular, you know, angulation within your chart hits that vertex, it lies dormant. All right, and depending on the type of planet that hits that vertex will alter the effect a little bit. You know, it may make that fated event around your relationships good, or it may make the fated event around that your relationships bad, right? So this is what is being seen, or how you can determine what the vertex in your birth chart means. All right, and so let me know. This may have to be a part 2 video. You know, this may have to be like volume 1, and then we do a volume 2 where I then go into the effects of what happens when different planets hit the vertex, what it can alter, what it can, you know, affect. All right, so yeah, let me know if you would be interested in that video, and I would do that for you guys. But more so, what I have in front of me, just know that a lot of fated events are going to come through your partnership. So if you are someone that doesn't like people, or you don't want to relate with others, you don't want to go out, you don't want to be social, you aren't going to really get your fated events. You're not going to get your miraculous occurrence in this life, right? Because it's all going to come through your partnerships. It's all going to come through other people in this life when it comes to you, right? So let me know what your particular vertex is sitting in. Let me know the house, let me know the sign, and also go ahead and let me know what planets are around your vertex, if there are any. All right, and I'll let you know what fated events can occur for you within your life. All right, so you have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm wishing you all the social energy, all the partnership energy, all the compromise energy. Try your best not to get into any lawsuits unless you know you're gonna win. And I will see you on the next video. All right, you have a blessed day. Bye. Let's say you have your trigger point or your vertex within the 8th house or within Scorpio. This is really highly like mystical and magical energy, because this shows that a lot of your fated events are going to come through transformation in life. You know, your willingness to let go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of environments, people, places, cities, lifetimes that no longer serves you, okay? In your willingness to transform and your willingness to become the butterfly when you want to stay a caterpillar is where you are going to find your fated and miraculous events in this life. You may also find that your fated and miraculous events come through the help and assistance of other people, or through your deep intimate bonds and sex with other people. All right, it can also show that a lot of your miraculous and fated events can come through your shared resources, you know, like through marriage potentially, or even through other people's resources, right? Maybe you are just particularly good at getting other people's resources. Now, this is also a fated and miraculous event, may also come through your occult knowledge or through your psychology, right? Maybe you are someone that is in need of therapy and you go to see a therapist, and that therapist is the right one for you, and it opens up your mind, it opens up your horizons, and you have an inner metamorphosis. Or maybe you are someone that is holding on too tightly to a certain area of your life when you know it's time to transform, and you finally let go and you let God, and you find that the thing you were holding on to was preventing you from the blessing of moving forward, because what you land on is your feet and into a better situation in your life. You see, that is what the vertex will do. Now, but let's be clear though, because the vertex in our birth charts kind of lies dormant. It lies dormant until a certain planet or a certain configuration transits over and triggers that trigger point within the birth chart. And depending on the type of polarity or the temperature of the different planets, it will alter the effect of this fated event in your life, right? So we know that through vertex in Scorpio or in vertex in the 8th house, that your fated events will come through, you know, other people's resources and transformation and your willingness to transform and to dive into the mystical subjects and things of that nature. But depending on the type of, you know, planet that transits over that vertex will alter the effect, whether for good or for bad. So let me know if you would like another video on this subject where I maybe do go ahead and go over what happens when the different planets trigger this, right? Because it'll give a different outcome depending on the type of planets that hit this trigger point within your chart, okay? But with that, what I will say is, go ahead and try your best to really just trust. I know when it comes to scorpionic energy, it can be a bit scary, it can be a bit taboo, it can be a bit unknown and fearful, right? The unknown can be fearful in itself, right? Your willingness to let go and let God and see what is on the other side can be very fearful. The willingness to dive deep into your psyche can be something that is a little scary, right? But the more you dive into that, the more you are open to those things, the more you will be apt to have your miraculous or fated event to occur within your life, okay? So let me know what your particular vertex is doing, what it is under, what it is ruled by. You know, let me know what sign, let me know what planets are around your vertex and in the comments below, and I will let you know what you may be experiencing over the course of your life. I know you are in for a whirlwind of transformations. You, out of anyone in the zodiac with this vertex in Scorpio, you are going to be an endless person who is on a quest of endless transformation, all right? And it is in your transformations that you get pearls, that you get help, that you get assistance, all right? So you have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next video, all right? Bye. Let's say you have your vertex or your fated trigger point within the 9th house or within Sagittarius. This is going to show that a lot of miraculous or fated events are going to occur through your higher learning, through your higher education, through your willingness to go off into far off lands or mingle with different eclectic people from different races, different backgrounds in yourself. You know, through you offering your wisdom, through you expressing your beliefs in this life is where you may find that your fated and miraculous events will occur through. Your fated events will come through, okay? So whenever I see this, I recommend travel. I recommend you being someone that is an endless philosopher, an endless learner. You know, you sitting at the feet of gurus and taking in their wisdom and being someone that learns and expands your mind is where you're going to find a lot of expansion through. You know, you never know that through maybe college, you get tight with a professor and you are able to write that book, or you are able to just live a better life, right? Through your lived experience and through your knowledge and through your belief systems, okay? But I will say that the vertex in the chart lies dormant, okay? The vertex is a very dormant kind of like little, it's a little treasure chest, but it lies dormant. It's asleep, and it only wakes up and is only activated when certain planets hit it. When different planets hit that vertex, that's when these moments in your life will occur. That's when these fated events around this area of your life will play out, right? So, and it will alter the effect depending on if it's Jupiter, if it's you know, Venus, if it's the moon that hits your trigger point. It will alter the effect of what happens around this area of your life. Okay, so let me know. This may have to be somewhat of a video that has 2 parts to it, because then that way we can dive then deeper into this subject to see what fated events happens when different planets hit this vertex, okay? But what I will say is that I do know, with the information that has been given, when you have your vertex in Sagittarius or in the 9th house, that there are going to be a lot of fated and miraculous events around the father, a lot of fated and miraculous events around the teachers that you encounter over the course of your life, a lot of fated and miraculous events around you getting out and traveling the world and seeing the great beyond and the things that are needed to be explored within your life. You know, you being someone that also expresses your truth and expands your knowledge and goes to college. Things of this nature is where you will find your fated and miraculous events in this life. And it could be, you know, more times than not, you're going to find that it is to your betterment, to your benefit, okay? So let me know if this resonates with you, and then also let me know if you may have experienced that over the course of your life. Did you experience some fated events around this area of your life? Because you will have many transits over the course of your life that will trigger this, okay? Let me know. Also, let me know your specific vertex situation. Let me know what sign, let me know what planet, what house your vertex is in the comments below, and I will let you know what fated and miraculous events that will occur over the course of your life, all right? So I'm wishing you all the explorative energy. I'm wishing you all the courage to believe in something enough to act on it and go see it and do it and enact it. What else? I'm wishing you all maybe like the publishing energy. This is also really good for publishing and writing, putting a book out, things of that nature. I'm wishing you all that type of energy, all right? And I will see you on the next video. Bye. Let's say you have your vertex in the 10th house or in Capricorn. This is going to give the energy of your fated events coming through the area of your career or your professional environment. You know, you going and striving after your professional legacy and things of that nature is where you're going to find fated events are coming through within your life. Okay, so it is in your willingness to really work hard and be diligent and be persistent and consistent that you will find your miraculous event through this area of your life, okay? Now, depending on the type of transit that hits your trigger point in this chart, right? You will find that it alters the effect. You know, the trigger point or the vertex in our charts kind of lies dormant. It's just kind of asleep within our chart until a certain planet comes in and offers it some activation. And the type of activation that will be given to your trigger point will depend on the type of planet that is giving it, right? So this may have to be a video where I do 2 parts to it, where I go ahead and we go and dive deeper to see what different effects alter the situations depending on the planets that hit your vertex. Let me know, and I would do that video for you guys. But know that it stays asleep until certain planets hit it. But what I do know, what the information that I've been given, is there's a lot of fated events around your career life. So with that being said, over the course of your life, you will find that there's a lot of things that go on in career that are there for your benefit, that are there, you know, even sometimes to detriment, depending on the, you know, trigger points that happen. But let me know if this resonates with you. Have you witnessed some great miraculous events around your career? Now, I also will say that whenever something is in Capricorn or in the 10th house, this may not be activated until the later half of your life, until after your first Saturn return. You know, when you have your anything in Capricorn, whenever you have anything in Capricorn, everything is sleep until after 30-35. Okay, so you will be someone with this trigger point that, you know, like everyone else, you may have to wait a little longer in order for it to be activated and for you to really witness that miraculous event in your life to occur. But what I will say is that you do definitely have the potential for career success. You have the potential to leave a legacy. You have a potential to be someone that, you know, can do great things within your career or reach the top of that ladder or the pinnacle of success. So yeah, let me know if this resonates with you. Also, let me know if you would want that type of video where we dive a little deeper and I let you know the different effects that will occur depending on the type of transits that hit your vertex, right? What is gonna happen in career? Is it gonna be bad? Is it gonna be good, right? Let me know. And then also, more importantly, let me know what your situation is within your vertex. What is your vertex in? What house is it in? What planets are around your vertex? Because that's also gonna play into what happens when you get your fated miraculous event to occur in this life, okay? So with that, I'm giving you all of the professionally savvy energy. I'm giving you all of the willingness to be persistent and consistent and diligent within your efforts towards your professional success. And I am wishing you all the best and much success. Have a great day. Bye. Let's say you have your vertex in the 11th house or in Aquarius. This is going to show that a lot of fated events are going to come through your communities that you are a part of, the organizations that you are a part of, your long-term goals and dreams, right? This is also maybe even your eldest sibling. A fated event can happen through the eldest sibling, you know, through your relationship to the eldest sibling. Things of that nature is what can be seen when you have your vertex in the 11th house or in Aquarius. You may also find fated events through your humanitarian efforts, right? Like you doing something for humanity or for society or for people in general, like for the greater good of society and humanity. You may find that fated events come through this area of your life. Now, when it comes to the vertex within our charts, it kind of lies dormant. It's a point in our chart that is it's sleep, you know, and depending on the type of transits that activate this vertex, right? Depending on if Jupiter is hovering over your vertex or Venus is hovering over your vertex or a certain configuration within the sky activates this vertex, will alter the effects within this fated and miraculous event, maybe for good or for bad, right? So this may have to be a video where I do 2 parts to it to let you know exactly what happens when certain planets trigger this trigger point or vertex within your chart. Okay, let me know if you would be interested in that. I will definitely get on that for you guys. But what I do know is that there's gonna be a lot of fated events around the groups that you pander to. My greatest advice to you and my greatest motivation to you is to try to find people who are doing the thing that you are truly interested in. You know, the thing that you may have a dream to do for the world, or, you know, something that you would be tinkering about and, you know, working on your own in the comfort of your own home. Try to find where in the world or where in your neighborhood people are working on that skill, working on that talent, working on that subject, and see if you can immerse yourself into that group of people or into that organization or into that company, because it's going to be through those things, that through immersing yourself into it, that you may find miraculous and fated events occur. You may find that your future wealth is giving. You may find that you are able to do what you need to do for society, or to gain a piece of your dreams to come true. All right, so with that being said, oh, you may also have a fated event through something you invent, something you create, something you revolutionize. That could also be something that this fated event can come through. But again, it's going to be sleep until certain planets hit or trigger that trigger point, that vertex. Okay, so with that being said, let me know what your situation is within your particular vertex. Let me know what planet, let me know what sign it is in, right, in the comments below, and I'll write back to you what your fated event can, you know, look like for you. Let me know if this resonates with you, and I'm wishing you all of the collaborative, unique, inventive, humanitarian energy possible, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye. Let's say you have a vertex in Pisces or in 12th house. This is gonna be very mystical and spiritual energy. You know, this may be fated events around your long distance travel, when you cross big bodies of water. This may find that you get fated events through your spiritual understanding or your spiritual connection, through even diving deep into your psychological dealings within life. This is what will take place in your life. You know, maybe even fated events around your dream life. Maybe you get a premonition of some kind, or maybe you get a psychic gift over the course of your life, or maybe you just forge a really deep understanding of what life is all about through God, through the universe, through your spiritual understanding, or your long distance travel. This is what is being expressed here when you find your vertex. Even somewhat of your isolation tendencies, right? This is what can occur over the course of your life through the fated events. This is where you may get those fated events that come through, is through maybe reclusing yourself or going away from things and going inward, right? This is what this can show over the course of your life. But do know that the vertex within our charts kind of lies dormant. You know, that's why it is, for lack of a better word, it's kind of slept on. The vertex is kind of slept on. It's a little mysterious because it's like, people are like, but do know that what happens with the vertex when it is activated is through different transits. Depending on the transits that hit the vertex, depending on the different type of, you know, configurations or what's happening in the sky, will activate that vertex for you. And so you may find that your miraculous events, your fated events and occurrences will come through your long distance travel, through spirituality, through your connection to the unseen, through your mystical practices, through your isolation, through your inward introspection. All right, this is where you may find that some fated events have occurred over the course of your life. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you have had some fated or miraculous events around those subjects that I have named over the course of your life, because more times than not, you definitely will. All right, it's also fated and miraculous events can come through something spiritual, healing, or creative for you, right? Maybe you have talent in that area that are needed to be expressed, or maybe those things, when witnessed in your life, maybe you are witnessing something creative, maybe you are a part of something healing, maybe you are a part of something spiritual. Through you witnessing that, a miraculous event or occurrence happens for you in your life. Okay, so this may have to be a two-parter video, because like I said, depending on the different types of planets that hit this vertex, it will alter the fated moment. It will make it for good or make it for bad. It'll make it for a little challenging, or make it this or make it that, you know, and different planets will offer different occurrences. So let me know if you would like a video where we dive deep into show you what happens when different planets activate your vertex. I would love to get that out for you guys, okay? But yeah, let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you have had definite miraculous events around this over the course of your life. Let me know your particular vertex situation. Let me know what sign, what house it is in. Let me know if there are any planets around your vertex, because that will also add into the miraculous event that will happen over the courses of your life. But with that, I'm going to leave you and I'm going to wish you all the spiritual energy, all the mystical energy, all the diving deep energy, all the traveling and isolated tendency energy, right? Because that may be where you are able to get your miraculous event to occur, where you may witness it, all right? So meet it halfway, all right? So you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video, all right? Bye.